I actually started boxing because I was dealing with depression, and my therapist at the time recommended I try boxing, and I got hooked. I got hooked on boxing. It helped me change the way I thought about myself, the way I processed my emotions, the way I dealt with stress. So I wanted to help as many people as I could through the sport of boxing to achieve the same things that I achieved. I went from a shy kid to the confident individual you see in front of you today, to the professional boxing coach. If I could do it, I felt like anybody could. So that's why I do it now, and that's why I did it in the past, is just to help people become better. Not better versions of themselves, cliches, but I just help people become better. That's it, just become better. My name is Coach Cleveland. I'm originally from Richmond, California, the Bay Area. I've been all over the United States coaching boxing since my origins of boxing at the Richmond Pal. I got my routine, you know. It starts with getting the gym in order, making sure things are clean. I'm not really a neat freak, but I take pride in having a clean gym to work out of. It makes me feel like a serious coach, like a serious business person, to have a clean spot to work out of. And, you know, this is really important to me. I keep the gym clean. I clean the toilets, clean the ring, clean everything. So it's just part of my ritual, and it just makes me feel great. What made me decide to start coaching was my ability to translate the things that I heard from my coaches. I noticed that the coaches would say things that the average person wouldn't understand. Only a boxer would understand the things that they were saying. So I always acted as a buffer between my coach and the new guys that didn't understand the lingo. And that's a skill that I took into the everyday sport of boxing that I use every day now. I just help translate the different terms into more understandable, more digestible for normal people. 2008, it was about a year after I graduated high school. And like I said, that's when the depression came on, and that's when I started going to therapy. But so 2008 to 2025, my math is terrible, but it's about 16, 17 years I've been participating in the sport of boxing. But I started coaching boxing in 2009. So from 2009 to 2025, it's about 15 years of boxing. Coaching, on the coaching side. I think I got a great mind for boxing because my frame of reference is unique just because I didn't box that much. I boxed enough to know what I know, but not so much to where my faculties aren't intact. I can still think very clearly, and I can still talk very clearly, which is kind of rare in the sport of boxing. What I love most about coaching is transformation, the process that people go through to become better. It's nothing like it to see somebody come in with zero skills and zero confidence and become a boxer. To actually get in the ring and do one of the hardest things that there is to do in life is get punched in the face. What boxers can obtain from me when they start training is a deeper understanding of the sport of boxing. See, those that cannot create regurgitate, and there's a lot of regurgitation in the sport of boxing where things just sound good. And I've heard coaches, boxers, announcers, promoters repeat the same information over and over again without real critical thinking about how to do the things that we're telling them to do. I call it tell 'em culture, where guys are told to do things, but they're not necessarily taught. So that's what I pride myself on. I pride myself on being a teacher, a translator, and a motivator in the sport of boxing. So I am currently training here in Las Vegas, Nevada, out of Real Boxing, one of the best boxing gyms in the world. I'll get the address. We'll put the address on the screen here just because I can't think of it off the top of my head. 6145 West Sahara or something like that. But yeah, I'm here in Las Vegas, but I've been all over the country coaching boxing. You should subscribe and follow my journey because my path is unique like everyone else's. But I don't have the typical story. I'm not the typical coach. I'm young, I'm energetic, I'm just different. You typically think of a boxing coach, you think of the older guys, but I'm the young master. I'm the one that you wanna follow along because when it comes to time, effort, and energy, I have more time, effort, and energy in the tank than any of these other coaches. So if you wanna see something legendary, follow along. If you're serious about boxing, you can get in contact with me on Instagram at clevelandh.boxing.